11 and 11, I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall?
Right, have they stumbled that they should fall? Meaning what? Have they stumbled? Read that again. Salaki.
It says, I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall?
Which is talking about the Jews, because when Yahweh Shai came on the scene, what happened was he came to the heads first, man. So the heads didn't accept him. The Jews that were in Jerusalem didn't accept Yahweh Shai. So now he's saying, have they stumbled that they should fall? All right, good.
It says, God forbid, but rather through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles.
Yeah, so in other words, since they don't want to hear this word, now I'm gonna go to the Gentiles, which is talking about the Israelite foreigners, man, the Latino tribes and the other tribes, man.
That was scattered abroad.
That was scattered abroad, which is why the Lord set up Paul and different apostles to go teach the word unto the Israelites that was scattered abroad, man. All right.
Says, for to provoke them to jealousy.
For to provoke them to jealousy. You see? So now, because remember, Yahweh Shai, when they was on the scene, when Yahweh Shai was on the scene, what did they say? What did they say? They said, what shall he go? Shall he go to the dispersed among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles?
So, because they had the history, they knew that the 10 tribes was dispersed, that they fled during the time of Hoshea, during the time of Shalmaneser V, man. When Shalmaneser V came upon Jerusalem, the northern tribes, and took them and drove them out of Samaria and all the rest of them neighbors they was in, man.
Yep.
So they knew that. So that's why they said that they made that statement. Should they go to the dispersed of the children of Israel? Yeah, bring it out.
This is John 7 and 35.
Yeah.
Then said the Jews among themselves, whither will he go that we should not find him?
Yeah, whither will he go that because he said, sheep of this fold, I have, what do you say? I have sheep of this.
I have sheep that's not of this fold.
That's not of this fold, which is talking about the Israelites that was on this other side of the earth, man, at this time already. Hold on a second, we're gonna finish that, we're gonna get to you.
It says, will he go to the dispersed among the Gentiles?
Yeah, will he just go to the dispersed among the Gentiles? So they already knew that Israel was scattered because they knew the curses in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. How about us being scattered if we didn't obey the laws, statutes, and commandments? Will he go to the dispersed among the Gentiles? And what did he say?
And teach the Gentiles?
And teach the Gentiles, the foreigners, the Israelite foreigners.
Who didn't have a clue what they were, man?
Who didn't know, who could have been walking around with a bone in their nose or whatever the hell they was doing, man. Walking around with plates in their lips, them goddamn rings on their necks.
The next they tall, wearing Greek apparel.
Yeah, wearing Greek apparel.
At that time, the Greek customers
shaving their beards off.
At that time, it was the height of the Greeks' custom, man. So they was indulging themselves in the Greek customs and being like the Greeks, man, and then the Romans, man. So that was the height when Yahweh Shai, during the time of the Romans, but after that, the apostles, man, Paul was doing his journeys and everything, and bringing back certain Israelites as a part of the elect to the fold, man. So that's what that was about, man. During that time, mainly during the time of the Romans, because during the time of the Greeks, man, Paul wasn't around. He was around the time of the Romans, man. His ministry.
One more, real quick.
Bring it up.
This is Tobit 13 and 3. It says, confess him before the Gentiles, ye children of Israel, for he hath scattered us among them.
That's what we doing. We confess in the name of the Most High Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah. In the nation where the Most High scattered us, man. Around the true Gentiles. The true Gentiles is Esau and the rest of these nations, man. We profess in the name of the Most High, man. In the land of our captivity. Hard body, man. Putting videos up out in the highways and the byways showing our faith. Because coming out here in the highways and the byways is the test of your faith, man. Because anything can happen to us out here, man. We can somebody can roll up on us and gun us down, man. If the Lord permit that.
Yeah, because the elites is watching this.
Because guess what? Now, the Southern Poly Law Center is deeming us a black nationalist group, man. A terrorist organization, man. And what we do is bring out the scriptures, man. We ain't bringing no terror. We not promoting terror. We just bringing out the scriptures, man. Prophesizing the downfall of this fucked up country and prophesizing the destruction of our people, man. That's a part of this country, man. That's all we do, man. And we break up the scriptures, man. We spiritual men. We deal with spiritual things on the spiritual level. We're not carnal men, man. We deal with these scriptures, man.
What the elder's talking about is the book of 2 Corinthians 10:4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds.
Hey, man, the weapons of warfare are not carnal, man. The weapons of warfare are these scriptures, man. Bringing out these scriptures, man. Edifying the hope for the elect, man. We ain't carnal men out here, man. We not advocating no fucking terrorism, no terrorism. We just teach these scriptures, man. Read.
2 Corinthians 10:5, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of the Most High.
And that's Esau, man, exalting himself against the knowledge of the Most High, confessing themselves to be wise, out here pushing this philosophy, democracy, homosexuality, transgenderism, and any other thing that you can imagine, which is the part.
I'm gonna say Yahweh Shai Nil Heavatah. All right, shalom, shalom, shalom.
Which is a part of the elect, man, you know. Read it again, bro.
Start with 2 Corinthians 10:4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds.
And that's what we do, man. We out here breaking down Esau's strongholds. What's his strongholds? His lies that the white man that the white man is God, you know. Let's break it down all his strongholds, like, you know, that homosexuality agenda, you know, all his lies. I said that Caesar Borgia. All his lies that, you know, that Queen of Heaven worship. We casting down all them imaginations of Esau, man, and bringing the true worship of Yahweh by Yahweh Shah, man.
2 Corinthians 10:5, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of the Most High.
And that's what we doing here, man. Who exalt himself above the Most High, man? Esau, the so-called white man. So we letting you know that Esau is nothing but a base man, and he's going into slavery. And Yahweh Shah, whom the Most High, whom the world called, Israel called Jesus Christ, is a black man, and he gonna reign on this earth, man. You know?
And bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of a Mashiach, Yahweh Shai.
And that's what we do, man. We bringing into the obedience of all the men of Hamashiach Yahweh Shah. Hamashiach means the Messiah. Yahweh Shah is who we call Jesus Christ, man. So what we doing is, man, we bringing the men back that's a part of the elect to Yahweh Shah. That's the men that's on his side, man.
And having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience.
Hey, man, and that's what's going to happen, man. Read Ezekiel 9:4. We're going to revenge all the disobedience of the children of Israel, man. Starting with the men that know they're Israel, man. Because it's going to be, you see what's going on now, man. The Most High is doing, he's visiting the iniquity of all these men that was a part of this truth and sold out to Esau, man. Look at Jermaine Grant, a.k.a. the comforter, or the discomforter. Right now, he needs some comfort. He's locked up, or he's out on bail probably, I don't know. But he's locked up. He got a case. Esau came up against him. You know, you made a covenant with death. You made a covenant with transgressing sin, the laws of the Most High. And what's death? Transgression of the law, make a sin, bring forth death. So you made a covenant by sinning against the Most High. You made a covenant with sin, a covenant with death, man. And now you must pay for it, man. And this is the half of the Most High's warpath. It's not even half of the Most High's warpath, man. Your ass going to pay, man. This is the beginning. You got something?
Yeah. I can finish that verse. 2 Corinthians 10:6, and having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled.
Hey, man. I'm saying the obedience of the children of the Most High, man, being out there the towers and the Bibles, man, is almost fulfilled. But guess what? The disobedience of all you motherfuckers that was a part of the stand of ours, man, and fell out, you gonna pay, man. It's gonna be a sword destruction waiting for you, man. This is a game. You think that what you was into was nothing but a fad, and it got paid out, and you just left the truth, go back into the world, became the average Negro again, became a Christian again, a Baptist, a Buddhist, or a Muslim again. Hey man, the Most High gonna fuck you up, man. That's it?
This is Isaiah 28, verse 18. And your covenant with death shall be disannulled.
And your covenant with death shall be disannulled, man. You see what's going on with this nigga Comfy, man? His covenant that he made with Esau, that agreement with death, his sin brought forth death, man. So guess what? You in the sin because that sin is the transgression of the law, and sin bring forth death, man. That's that covenant you made, man, with Esau, man. Now you paid for it, man. You sitting in that jail cell with charge of embezzlement and whatever charge that Esau, that foul count indictment that Esau brought forth against your old fat ape ass, man. Living fat, luxurious vacations, luxurious cars and shit, man. You was nothing but a Creflo Dollar, man. You was nothing but a fucking Kurt Franklin, man, or T.D. Jakes, man. And all those motherfuckers is wicked as hell. That's like you were wicked as hell. That's what the Most High is dealing with your ass, man. That's it? That was it?
That was it.
All right, bring it up.
It says, and your agreement with hell shall not stand.
And your agreement with hell shall not stand. Now you in dire straits, man. And that's not half, man. Your agreement that you made with Esau, man, guess what, man? That agreement you made with Esau is coming to an abrupt end, man, because now you locked up.
I can say something real quick?
Yeah.
You know, because you can't make a deal with the so-called white man, because the scripture tells you that he broke his covenant, you know, that he, can you get that real quick, matter of fact, Psalm 55? It tells you how he's not a man of his word, so you made a covenant with Esau. That was a covenant that was bound to be broke, man. How can you actually trust the devil to make a covenant with him? You know?
Psalms 55 and 20.
Yeah, 55 and 20.
Or 19.
You want to speak, bro? Yeah, speak, bro.
I got that right now.
The book of Psalm 55 and 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant.
Yeah, that's talking about the so-called white man when they came over here, you know, to America. They made all these covenants with our people, with the so-called Native Americans, the tribe of Gad and the Northern Kingdom, and they broke every last treaty that they made with them, man. All these treaties to trade land or to, you know, live at peace among each other, but then they turned around and stabbed them in the back. So what made you niggas think that Esau's not gonna do it to you? You know, you niggas in the churches, like, you know, like you said, Creflo Dollars, and you pastors that sold out, including you false Israelite teachers that sold out. What makes you think Esau's not gonna do the same thing to you? And that thing with Comfy, that's just a sign of things to come, man. That's gonna happen to all you Israelite camps. You
Nate
false Israelite camps. So like, yeah, Nate, ISUPK, General Yohana. You know, I'm gonna finish reading this here. It says, when the overflowing scourge, this is back in Isaiah 28 and 18, when the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then ye shall be trodden down by it. Yeah, so
the overflowing scourge that's going to fall through is Esau, man, and Gurkha troops, man, coming down hard on you Jakes, man. You know, read it again from the top.
the time of Jacob's trouble.
That's the time of Jacob's trouble, man, because, when that scourge come through, them Gurkha troops, them UN troops, the NYPD, the National Guard, when they kick in your door at 3 o'clock in the morning, Interpol, when they kick in your door at 3 o'clock in the morning and snatch you out of your house and separate you from your family, man, that's going to be the beginning of the pain and destruction you're going to go through, man.
It says, when the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then ye shall be trodden down by it.
Hey, the overflowing scourge is them Gurkha troops coming in, kicking your door in, man. 3 o'clock in the morning, like I said, man. And that's mentioned throughout the whole scriptures, man. That's mentioned in 2 Ezra 16 and 68, man. Get that, bro. Wipe up the shot, man. You finished with that, bro?
Yeah.
See, that's the beginning of Jacob's trouble, man. Pursuing to Jeremiah 30 and 7, man.
Got that?
Bring that out real quick. I'm saying you got that in 2 Ezra.
Yeah, he got that. I get Jeremiah.
2 Ezra 16?
Let him get Jeremiah real quick.
Okay.
This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
And that day is fastly approaching. You see what's going on. They passing all kind of legislation. They passing all kind of laws to get us off these streets, man. Net neutrality, trying to censor the internet, man. And now, what happened with Comfy, now they watching all the, they've been watching us, but now is a big scope on the men of Israel, man. As you got all the chapters of Great Millstone. And let me say brothers got that because the Apostle brought that up, but I saw it yesterday before he brought it up because I looked it up. You got all the chapters from GMS Alabama, GMS Atlanta, on down in the main camp on Scopeo, on the Southern Law Report, on the Southern Property Law Center, man. Whatever you call that group, man. They watching this, man. So guess what? It's gonna come a time where they're gonna kick in our door, man. If that's meant to happen to us, man. Jacob's trouble.
It says, but he shall be saved out of it.
Who gonna be saved out of it, man? The elect of Israel, man. The governing body, 144,000, man. The first fruits of the children of Israel. We are gonna be the ones, I'm about to be a part of the elect that's gonna be saved out of that, man. You got that? Yeah, more Lakers, man. Lakers is the thing, man. Lakers is the thing, man. Women love these Lakers because it bring out that physique. And if they fat and sloppy, it shapes them up a little bit, you know? You know, so they like them Lakers, man. I like them too, I ain't gonna lie. I be watching them with them Lakers on there. But bring out that
Second Ezra 16 and 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you.
What's that burning wrath of the great multitude? That burning wrath is them UN troops, them Gurkha troops, Interpol, NYPD, the National Guard. They got that burning wrath that's kindled over the children of Israel, man. I'm talking about all the Israelites, man. The unique Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, man. That burning wrath was kindled against all of the children of Israel, man. From the least to the greatest, from little girl to little boy, to an old hoe, to an old man, to a young man, to a young woman. That burning wrath was kindled over you.
And they shall take away certain of you and feed you being idle.
How they gonna take away certain of you? Put you in them concentration camps, man. Kick your door in, boom, pow, pow, kill your dog. Right out of the bed, you in your nightgown, your woman in her little nightie and shit. They're gonna snatch her ass up, fill her up, probably pop her, pop you probably, pop your kids and separate you and throw you in different vans and cart you off to different concentration camps. The woman may go to Jersey, you may be in Long Island somewhere, and your children may be in Connecticut. In a concentration camp, man. Separate you, man. That's the hour of Jacob's trouble, man.
And feed you being idle with things offered unto idols.
While you in them concentration camps, man, they're gonna persuade you to take the off at the microchip, man. And then you know, all right, take this ship. You be a part of the system. You won't be deemed a threat. You won't be deemed a terrorist. You can live your life. All you gotta do is take this shit off at the microchip. You will have your job again. Everything will go well with you. Only those that do not take the chip is gonna be deemed terrorists and deemed men that need to be into in concentration camps. So a lot of for the sake of not being in them concentration camps, having their jobs, living comfortable, they're gonna take them off with the microchips, man. While you in them concentration camps, they're gonna offer you that shit, read?
And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision.
Because once you take that off of the microchip, man, that's your ass, bro. That's your fucking ass, because the Most High is gonna rain fire, brimstone, and death and destruction upon you, man. You ain't gonna escape them nuclear missiles, man. You might get zapped by that concentrated fire from them chariots, man. Pursuant to Isaiah 66 and 16, the slain of the Lord shall be many, man. You motherfuckers have not a clue, man, of what's going on, man. Because you ain't nothing but sheep.
And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot.
How you gonna be in reproach and trodden underfoot? First and foremost, you're gonna be trodden underfoot by these Gurkha troops, man. It's gonna be all out hell going on in these streets. Race riots, martial law, uprising of the people, sedition among men. So She may be trodden underfoot, man. That's the truth. He may be trodden underfoot, pushing this cart.